Alright guys, Super Awakening 6 is going to come with this next update. It's going to be live. So what that means is we're going to get a free 130 Super Awakening coins. Now, with that said, if you have the unit that you want to Super Awaken 6, let's take Bond for example, it is going to take 15 Super Awakening coins to actually get the final star that you need, which is pretty big. That's actually really big. So that'll give us what? That'll give us eight characters to actually Super Awaken 6 with those free coins, which oh man, I don't know. That's that's a pretty small amount, but the good thing is you only really have the Super Awaken 6 units that will help you advance in the game, and maybe a PvP team, if you're really heavy on PvP. You know, if you're set on a certain team, go ahead and Super Awaken 6 that team. I don't know about association links, right? So let's go ahead and let's go to set team. Now, if we go to deathmatch, I feel like deathmatch for Belmoth, you could Super Awaken 6 units. So this is like the main team that I use. Maybe I'll switch it up with Gowther and then put, I don't know, Death Pierce or Alioni on the back, right? But for Dere and Liz, I don't know if you really have to Super Awaken 6. I mean, it's not really necessary, I don't think, to Super Awaken 6 these two units. Maybe later, but right away, I actually would say no. I actually would say you don't necessarily need them Super Awaken 6, because if you can do it with Super Awakening 5 level 90, you're good. Like, you're fine. You don't need them to be, you know, Super Awakening 6. They are fine where they're at. Now, when it comes to the new content, right? The Big Bird, I actually would say yes. Every single unit that you use for the Big Bird, don't mind, sorry, I was experimenting, but so your team should look something similar to where is Liz? Princess Liz. She should be up here somewhere. All right, can't find her. Finding units is such a pain, I swear. All right, there she is. All right, so like Liz, okay? Let's take this for example. All of these units, I would Super Awaken 6 without question. I would Super Awaken 6 these units right away. Right away, because they're going to be very crucial in order to farm this stage, right? So if you want to farm the stage, I would say yeah, definitely Super Awaken 6 all these units. You could change Derriere, because there's been a little bit of discussion whether Derriere or Green Fighter Diane, whether you know, these two, they go back and forth. So there's a couple people saying that they like Diane better. There's a couple people saying they like Derriere better. Me personally, I do feel like Derriere might be better in terms of damage. In terms of damage, Derriere might be better, but Diane is going to be better, I feel like, for Super Awakening. For me, I only have her 3 out of 6. I only have her 3 out of 6, which is, you know, gonna suck because I'm gonna need more materials to actually, you know, Super Awaken 6 her. But her taunt lasts way longer. 3 turns on every rank. It lasts way longer than Derriere's. So that's probably why people are saying that, you know, DM might be better. So all in all, it just depends on who you really like the most. I feel like Derriere's been for me, she's been, you know, 50-50. Like, there's times that she dies, and then there's times that she absolutely just tanks all damage. So I don't know, I feel like it's 50-50 for Derriere and Diane. So it's personal preference, but as far as that goes, definitely Super Awakening 6. You could change Brynhild for Sario, because a lot of people like Sario as well. I also do like Sario better. I'm not gonna lie, I do like Sario better. But if you're running Sario, you can't use Gowther because you're not gonna get buffed. You have to run Margaret. You literally have to run Margaret, or else you literally can't run Gowther. So you have to run Margaret for the buff, for the cleansing and stuff like that. And also Margaret does increase the basic stats of Goddess allies. So she is very, very important. As far as PvP goes, PvP wise, I don't know. PvP is a lot of teams that you can run. This is the team that I've been using to literally secure me the 60 gems. So this team I actually would Super Awaken 6 because I do feel like for the most part, this team is going to be very, very dominant in terms of meta. Once Gowther comes out, I have no idea. Once Gowther comes out, I don't think that this team is going to be that strong because Gowther, you know, has a lot of gimmicks to him. So I don't know how, you know, in the long run, how this team fares against others. But I feel like this team is definitely still good. I feel like it's very good. I honestly would say that is a perfect counter to Margaret, like almost a damn near perfect counter to Margaret. So if you're looking for a team to run in PvP, whether it be normal or geared, this is probably your best bet. I'm not gonna lie. Zeldris is literally just here for CC. You don't need him to be Super Awakened 6 unless you want him to be Super Awakened. So there that goes. But as far as all the other units in the game go, you don't even use a majority of these units. You don't legit, you don't use a majority of these units, so you should be fine. Like, you actually should be okay. The Gowthers, obviously you want Super Awakened 6. Blue Derriere, like I said, for the big bird. Assault melee, maybe, you know, all festival units, of course. Maybe you could even exclude King from that list of festival units. I have no idea. I literally have no idea. Zarathras, I feel like you don't need him Super Awakened 6. Like, for the most part, most of these units you actually are okay with just like Super Awakened 5. I'm not gonna lie. Like, for the most part, you're not gonna be using Green Arthur in PvP. You're not going to be using Blue Gowther. You're not going to be using Blue Melascula. Like, those units you don't need at all, like, built up in terms of important modes. For death matches like Belmoth, yeah, Belmoth, you know, Green Derriere, if you really want to, okay. Liz, sure. But Crimson Demon, cake. Gray Demon, cake. Red Demon, cake. Like, for the most part, these PvE modes, you don't need Super Awakened 6 units. You just don't. Like, they're that easy. I feel like they are really that easy. This by far is the hardest piece of content I have ever played in this game. It's not even up for comparison debate. This is the hardest piece of content in the game. It did actually reset, which is funny. So I'm gonna beat that, but this is obviously the hardest piece of content in the game. It resets every week, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But this is definitely the hardest piece of content. I'll probably play it once Super Awakened 6 actually drops. I do want to try both teams. Brynhild is good. I feel like Brynhild is good, but is Sariel better? I don't know. I actually don't know for sure if Sariel is better. The fact that you can run Brynhild with Green Gowther though is a major W. Like, it is a really big W. And for the most part, people have been saying Gowther, Brynhild, Elizabeth, and, you know, I guess Deanne is the best team to go for. So I have no idea. I actually have no idea. But I think that just wraps up this video. Very short video. Very short video. But Super Awakening 6 is coming out. Be mindful of that in terms of teams and stuff. So, you know, people say that this is going to be, where's Deanne? Like, this is going to be the best team pretty much to beat the big bird. I don't know. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't. Who knows? But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, go ahead and leave a like. Again, 130 free Super Awakening coins that you're going to be able to use. Use them wisely. Do not just, you know, spend them on every unit in the game. Use them wisely. That's all I can really say. But you guys already know, as always, I'll see you all later.